last week on The Season.
This time last year, I didn't know if I was going to make it to the next day. And now, a year later, I get to bring a child into this world. And I'm so excited for that.
I told you this earlier. This game is gonna come down to two things: focus and effort. When talent meets talent, talent is no longer enough. The question is, how long are you willing to do it?
The first snap of this drive, hand off to Judkins. He gets to the 30.
Here's Judkins. He breaks free, and now a foot race, and they will indeed catch him from behind. The importance of this final fourth quarter to the mood around here, and Judkins has said, take your load and shove it. I'm running for 61. You used to say, a guy's really earning a scholarship tonight. He's earning whatever's coming his way, NIL, scholarship.
Attack the field like you own it.
Energy on the sideline is vital to a winning football program, and there is no one who brings more juice than senior Jonathan Hess.
Hess' proper name shouldn't be Jonathan. It should probably be Juice Hess.
Oh yeah! Yeah! Yeah, boy! Yeah! Let's go, man! Let's go, son!
24/7. He's just always going 100 miles per hour.
He's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Chico!
I just try to show up every day and, give my best and build people up so collectively as a team, everybody's at their best.
Hey, keep attacking. Y'all gonna win it for us. Let's go. Man, we are so good, man. We're so good. Hey! We're gonna win this thing for us in overtime. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Like on the sidelines, bad play happens, adversity. Hess is right there picking guys up, hey, next play. People don't realize how big of a role that is.
Oh, stay up. You go, baby, stay up. We gotta go score. Hey, next series, we in the end zone. Let's go.
My favorite thing about Hess is that it don't matter if it's 6 a.m. or 7 o'clock at night. When Hess walks through the door, he's the same kid. He's got a ton of energy. He's fired up to be there. He thinks every day is the greatest day of his life.
Here we go. What's up? The weather's beautiful today. Little vibe out here.
Dude, I love this. This is what we've been missing, man. It's time to turn up, though. We're turning all game.
Fourth quarter. Let's go. Out the gate. We out the gate with it. Go,
Football brings me so much joy, so when I'm in the building, I'm happy. Like, I'm just doing whatever, trying to make my teammates laugh, just have fun,
Who's been speeding up and down my highway? We're gonna knock somebody's teeth out every single play, over and over and over again.
With his off-the-charts energy, Hess helped start the party in the SIP atmosphere Ole Miss is known for.
2020, we were at practice, and Coach Kiffin walked up and said, we need a smoke machine on the sideline for like all hands on deck when we all go crazy. And I looked at him, I was like, Coach, that would be sick. Like that is awesome. And I thought initially like, oh, recruits will be able to see this on TV. It'll look like it really is a party in the SIP.
I like the Ole Miss sidelines right now with their fire extinguisher over there. Just blasting whatever that stuff is.
We go over and we go score a touchdown, and we're over there and he's over there with the smoke machine rallying the troops, and you can't help but get energy from it. It's contagious.
Just the juice factor of it, and we need it. and it helps. It really does help, because if you're on the sideline and everybody's down, you're probably not going to win that game. The only sidelines I've been on where everybody's been down and kind of moping around, we've lost the game. So if everybody's happy, having a good time, locked into the game, probably going to win that game because we got more juice and we're going to play harder in between the whistles.
Great day to be an Ole Miss Rebel. I'm addicted to winning. I love Coach Nick. This is the man right here. This is the man right here. I love this guy.
Hey, whatever head says, it goes. This is the man.
Oh, this is the man. No, that's the man.
And, at the end of the day, it's not about me at all. If we just get in the locker room and there's a happy locker room at the end of the game, I'm fine. Whether I play 1 snap or whether I play 100, I just want to win.
His enthusiasm and love for winning have made Hess a favorite of Coach Kiffin's.
I think he said that one time, Hess is his favorite player. He just liked the energy Hess brings.
It's cool because a lot of people would just think, oh, you're just, the best players, the superstar players you're closest with. So it's just been a cool relationship because he's a neat kid.
Yeah, I love that, man. He whistles like he sees it and okay, that's 6, okay. It always works.
I try to talk with him as much as I can. I try to make him laugh. He makes me laugh. I don't know. It really is awesome, man. I'm really, really blessed to be able to play a couple years for Coach Kiffin.
So, you guys have a blast tonight. I'm going to bring up a special player, our player/cheerleader, Jonathan Hess.
And there's thousands of Ole Miss fans out there, so it's we got big time prospects there. It's come on guys, show them why. I know y'all like winning just as much as me, so let's get loud and show these recruits hey, this matters to us.
Hey, we need them boys down and start go through field days. Are you ready?
I like recruiting season a lot. I love it. I like hosting kids, taking them out and showing them why they need to come here. I want to show them the town I love so much and the town that gave me so much, so many good experiences. So I genuinely like hosting kids because I really believe there's no other place you need to go because you have Kiffin and you have Oxford, a town that loves football. You don't really need to go anywhere else. I don't know. I wish I could do it all over and I would come to Ole Miss again.
The transfer portal has brought many new faces to Oxford, but for J.J. Pegues, it brought him home.
Hey, Brandon Mack. Hey, they got Oxford Finest on the mic. Yeah. I look cool with this on? Nah. Okay, all right. We're not gonna go there now.
You look like RoboCop! Yeah! You seen Cyborg? You got a robot arm and a leg! Is the Cowboys gonna be this bad?
Very. Y'all, can I catch the ball? Huh? I can catch it and return it?
They're not gonna sky kick it to us.
I'm talking about can I be the returner?
Stop being scared, dude.
I'm scared. I got my unit back. Scared. Hey, we got Sip-Jack T ready. Sip-Jack T ready. Sip-Jack T ready. Begin. Sip. I said it. This better twice.
Sip-Jack T ready. Sip-Jack T ready. Begin. You went 3 times. That's what f***ed it up.
I'm sorry. Can I get a hug?
It's okay. You're still new.
Thank you.
You're still new.
Yeah.
I'll give you a pass.
Appreciate it.
Originally a tight end, Pegues made an early impact on the Plains.
The Wildcat here, J.J. Pegues, the big 300-pound true freshman tight end, did this in high school. As a quarterback, they need a yard. It's predictable, but you can't stop the big fella. He barrels forward, second effort, he moves the sticks. 300 pounds coming downhill.
After his first season in Auburn, the 300-pounder made the switch to defensive line and brought the same physicality with him.
It's different going for offense. It's like a whole nother mentality. Definitely when you're in the trenches with the O-line, but I think me being able to block the other D lineman when I was tight end, feel like it's the same, but obviously you gotta tackle somebody instead of just flagging somebody so they can't tackle.
Let me get it. Oh, let me get it. Oh. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. That was dangerous.
But he still hasn't lost his offensive roots.
Couple things, man. I read this morning and really spoke to me. It was really, really cool to see. When confidence comes from results, you gravitate towards easy things. When confidence comes from the ability to figure things out, nothing can stop you. When you rely on a result, right, to give you confidence, right, you're dictated by that. Right? So you're gonna gravitate to stuff that you can accomplish. But what we fail to realize is a lot of people are scared to fail. Right? And a lot of times, right, when you fail, that's an opportunity to really learn. Right? And understand that, because life, there's a lot of uncertainties. When you have the mentality, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the conditions or the environment, I'm gonna figure a way out. I'm gonna figure a way out to be the best me. I'm not going to let this circumstance dictate me. I'm not going to let this opponent dictate me. It's a mentality that you got to choose day in and day out. You are unstoppable. There ain't nothing that can stop you. And what I'm really challenging you guys, because y'all experience a lot of different things in this world, man. It's a tough time to be a young individual. It really is, right? If you have that type of mentality, I'm telling you, you would not be stopped. Regardless of the situation, you understand, man, I'm going to go find a way. And if I can't find a way, I'm gonna go make a way, JJ. I thought it was a good practice. I think the thing that we gotta keep challenging ourselves, right? This is the time where we kinda can get tired. I got a great example this morning. Usually when I go to the workout place, right, Shed, it's arms and abs day, right? So I'm like, cool, it's a smooth, easy one. They hit me with a curveball today, JJ. They hit us with leg day. I said, hold on, man. They almost lost the customer, Ty, but it was kind of good for me, right? So I'm gonna challenge you guys, right? You know I'm a big routine guy. Everybody understand that, right? To get that freshness, that newness again, do something a little different.
Here in Oxford, tough ticket. A lot of Rebel fans here. Ole Miss and Alabama about to play here in Oxford. The 70th meeting between the two schools in football. Ole Miss and Alabama are squaring off with both teams in the top 10 in one of the two major polls for the first time since 1964. You know, the main concern, though, is pure, plain and simple. You got to be transparent about holding Alabama from scoring.
All right. Every one of you is destined for greatness. All night. Every single one of you. Now you gotta go take it. You chose here to build something special. Now you go grab it. You take it from him.
Young getting some heat from behind, and down he goes. J.J. Pegues with a sack.
And the Oxford native put him on the ground and got the sack. Fakes it to him. He's running for his life. Sets the throw, fires it down to nobody, just threw it away on the sideline.
Nobody over there, no one to throw it.
Oh,
they weren't supposed to snap it.
Flags are down.
Mental mistake by the Alabama offense.
Bottling up Bryce Young paved the way for an early Rebel lead.
Back shoulder is perfect to Malik Heath. And Heath out of bounds way down at the 27-yard line.
Judkins is the running back this time. Toss pitch to Judkins running left. He's got a couple of blockers. Splits through him to the 20, to the 15. Dragging a guy from Alabama down to the 10-yard line. Jordan Battle just grabbed on and held on for dear life.
He's going to take off with it. Dart needs to get to the 1, and he might have gotten there. Alabama's defense might have pushed him to that first down marker.
Dart's going out as a wide receiver this time.
And Judkins will be in the Wildcat. Judkins. Touchdown.
Great job there for that left side, David. Judkins on the Wild Rebel, right off the left side for the touch.
Judkins has tied the school record for rushing touchdowns in a season.
Hey, that is an awesome drive, man. Great job. Great job. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Try stacking them.
Jonathan Cruz's leg extended the lead to 10.
From the right hash. Up and good.
Field goal is good. 22 yards out.
But Alabama didn't flinch.
Quick throw down the middle. Touchdown Alabama to Burton.
What a strike.
The Landshark defense would answer back.
Here comes pressure in the backfield. Johnson's after him. He's being held.
He didn't get there, neither did Johnson, and now everybody gets there. Sack back at the 30. Shane Young. Here's another completion. This is JoJo Earl. The ball's out. I think the Rebels have got it. They do. Fumble by Earl, recovery by Ole Miss. And the Wildcat for Quinshon Judkins. Straight ahead, touchdown Ole Miss. Second time today he scored. Quinshon's got 15 rushing touchdowns on the year now.
The first half was trending well for the red and blue, but momentum can take a quick turn.
It's going to be a toss sweep that way to Zach Evans. And Evans, the ball came out at the very end. How did slide? And they whistle it dead.
The ruling on the field was the player was down. The previous play is under further review.
They're going to see if it was a fumble or not.
Please don't be no fumble. Please don't be no fumble. Shoulder hit the ground. Please don't be a fumble. You think so? You know so?
After review, the player lost possession of the ball before his body touched down. It was recovered by the defense at the 23-yard line. It'll be first down Alabama at that spot.
Well, that is the call, and a break now for Alabama to try to cut into this 10-point lead before halftime. Young over the middle, touchdown, Latu.
What a route by Latu.
Fumble was a killer for Ole Miss, just like Alabama's fumble a moment ago. Killer for the Tide. So both of us score, and it's now 17-14. Right hash kick is on its way, and he's got the distance, and it's good. And we are tied at 17-17 with 12:31 to go here in the third quarter.
Dart steps up, climbs the pocket, there's it out, long, and he's got his man. And it's Malik Heath again. And he comes up firing out to Heath, and he's got another first down. First down at the 19. The toss to Judkins. Judkins with a head of steam has got 9 more. Quick slant, Mingo, touchdown.
There's a snap. Here comes pressure up the middle. Young runs to his right, being chased.
Throws late, got it. Brooks for the touchdown.
United game again. We got a good one going on here in Oxford.
Alabama started the fourth quarter with a field goal to take the lead.
Reichard for the lead. Alabama's got it for the first time today.
And playing with a short field late in the quarter, the Tide could put the game out of reach with a touchdown.
McClellan with a stiff arm in the backfield, but he's going to lose about 3.
Let's go!
Young, pressure coming off his back foot. Just throws it up, intended for McClellan. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Right-footed kicker on the left hash. Here's the kick. He's got the distance, and the kick is going to be Good, but Ole Miss can get a touchdown to tie it with a PAT to win it if you can use this last 2:23 to get down the field.
There's a big opening. Judkins all the way into Alabama territory at the 31-yard line. And it's Judkins again. And he's still going. Inside the 15-yard line. Dart throws incomplete. Heath was the intended receiver, but he threw it in a different spot than Heath was running. On 3rd and 10. Dart.
No, it's not working.
Dropped at the 20.
Yeah, they're ready for that, aren't they?
Byron Young. Now it's going to come down to one play here. Dart to the end zone. Incomplete, broken up by Brian Branch. Intended for Jonathan Mingo.
And that's going to be the ball game. The Crimson Tide is going to hold on.
Obviously, just really disappointed. Had an opportunity to win it and didn't come through, and that's on me. So just going to learn from it, get better.
It hurts, but we got to move on to the next one. Just got to go back to the drawing board, look at where our mistakes were, and just do it again.
In my opinion, I think we had everything we wanted. We just ain't finished. You know, we had the 10-yard line, finna get ready to beat Bama. You got to finish that.
Let me just explain it really well. I don't really give a shit about how many yards we had, how close the game was. We didn't win the game. And 2 years ago, we walked off this field, and I said, we didn't come here to cover spreads. We didn't come here to play what at the time was the #1 team in the country close. So all these things about, well, you did this good, and freshman running back, it doesn't matter. We didn't win the game. So, maybe some other places that's good, or it's been here and good in the past. It ain't good enough. We came here to win, to beat Alabama. We didn't do it. So we're 0-1 today.